The Radio Wemo Breakfast.
Get smart. App reviews to win friends and impress people.
Yeah, heaps of applications out there to choose from. What are you going to put on your brand new phone? Or even your old phone? Maybe it's a Nokia phone, an Android phone, an iPhone, or even the new Windows Phone 7 as well. Myself, Tom and Alistair are along with a whole bunch of selections for you. G'day there, Tom and Alistair.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Wemo.
Alistair's on the Android. What do you got?
Yep, okay. You're going to have your sensor key ready for today's application.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's got a few swear words in it.
I don't know if I like that.
X-rated.
Yeah, so, no, but it's a very basic app. The acronym for it is WTFSIMFD.
Right.
It stands for, going to get ready with that key.
Okay, here we go. Okay, standing by.
What the should I make for dinner?
What the should you make for dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. And it is a very basic app. You know, you get home from work and you go, well, what the am I going to make for dinner?
Happens to me every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
This app, easy. Open it up and first screen, how about some chili garlic shrimp?
So, it puts an expletive before every recipe.
Yep. And if you want, you can click on chili garlic shrimp and it'll take you to a recipe for that. If you don't want that, you just click, I don't like that.
It's an app with a sense of humour. I like this.
Lessen your mother's shame with some South African beef curry.
Oh, have you tried any of these?
No, I haven't. But there's some very interesting sounding ones in there.
But what does it base its recommendation on?
It's just, I think it's just a Google list of an aggregate of a whole lot of recipes.
Do you input at all what you might feel like? You know,
no, you just open it up and it says, hey, why don't you have this for dinner? But what if you're a vegetarian? Easy, you just push the I don't eat meat button. And then it comes up with, why don't you eat some chocolate bramble cocktail recipe?
Doesn't sound like the
No.
most exciting.
But
dish.
if you're not vegetarian, you click I'm not a vegetarian and you're back to meat.
Okay, so
easy.
It's an application that's got a bit of sense of humour, but there's many holes you can poke in this. Like,
Yes.
I mean, I don't have these ingredients at home.
Well,
Precisely.
yeah, but if
When do
you're,
you check
if you're at the
this?
supermarket, you go, hey, I want to have Tunisian fish and vegetable stew.
But what if this recipe is too f***ing hard?
Yeah.
Well, you just go to the next one and have chicken zucchini and prosciutto. Easy.
I don't know about this app.
It's pretty cool. There's a website as well. I think it's WTFSIMFD.com.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, easy to remember. And look at it. It's just basic.
Is it
literally?
I like it.
Oh, right. So it's
clear cut.
It's like
simple.
Notepad.
yeah, that's quite nice. It's in Helvetica.
Yeah. You're a font fan.
Helvetica. It's
Yeah.
obviously NSFW.
It is NSFW. And it is FREE as well. So
Good. We'll do like that.
download it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that's your thing, then check that one out on the Android. Over here on the brand new Windows Phone 7.
Ooh,
I was
very nice.
lucky enough to get
yeah.
my hands on it's an HTC Trophy 7. Which is a brand new phone that they have specifically engineered for the new Microsoft operating system. And before everyone says Microsoft Windows on a phone, haven't we heard that before? Well, yeah, I suppose you have heard that before.
Yeah.
And the experiences haven't actually been all that good, have they?
No.
The phones ran like dogs,
Yeah.
and no one really wants to develop any applications for them because no one really wants to use them. However, I think that they have come up trumps with this brand new version of their operating system. They've obviously gone away, done their homework, they've seen what Apple's been doing, they've seen what Android have been doing. They may have not been looking at what Nokia was doing,
Just in case.
and so I reckon what they've done is they pulled some of the best from both those and also recreated some of the wheel themselves as well. It's a gorgeous interface. The first thing you'll notice is that everything that you might possibly want is on the front page, much like, I suppose, like a desktop, I suppose, but it's done in tiles and it's done in a very beautiful kind of human kind of way as well.
It's very clear.
Yeah, and you can hold things down and shift them around. Maybe you don't want this particular thing at the top, you want to move it down to the bottom. You can also then scroll to the right where you'll find all your applications that you have installed or already on the phone, and then choose to drag those over to the front page as well. So that user interface is beautiful, and that user interface is also carried through to all the applications on the phone as well. So, for example, the built-in Twitter application uses the same information going vertically down, and then scrolling horizontally across to find to go from your timeline to your mentions to your messages, and that same user interface is right there, right through email, right through to all your contacts. Now, the one thing I do love about the contact side of things is that you are able to link it to your Facebook profile. Now, I realise you can do that probably with
just standard email
iPhone, and you can also do that with Android. But just the way that that Windows Phone 7 has done this is really beautiful. It says, okay, so you know this person, and you've got their phone number. You also know them on Facebook. I'm going to pull their image through, and I'm also going to pull their news feed through.
So you've got all the information about them
in one place.
So let's say I want to chat to, who am I going to talk to? Let's say I'm going to chat to my mate Ben, who does the ideas thing on a Monday here on the show. I go, oh, okay, I want to text him. Oh, hang on, actually, what's he been up to? I can see what's new. And there's his Facebook wall.
That's cool.
And you can see what he's been up to. And then you can also look at his profile. So that's very nice. And then it also pulls some of those Facebook contacts to the front screen and presents them all in a nice kind of, I don't know, a visual mosaic, I suppose.
It's very clear and easy to see what's happening.
It is, and I think Microsoft has stipulated to the manufacturers, look, if you're going to run our operating system, make sure it's at a certain...
it has to be so fast.
Certain specifications. It's got to be like a gigahertz and a few other things just to make sure that it can run everything. It also integrates really well, and I think I'll talk about this in a future episode as well, with your Xbox profile. So if you've got an Xbox at home, it'll pull down all your profile information, your games, and also your friends as well. And there's of course, a whole gaming section involved with that as well. And there's some new games coming out. So it's early days though for applications. And over the next few weeks, I'll try and pull out some of the good ones that they've launched with.
Cool.
But I think it's a good sort of overview. I'm really impressed straight out of the blocks. It is a bit
of a game changer.
A bit of a game changer. I'm really disappointed they have called it Windows.
Yeah,
I think
just like stigma almost.
Well, a bit of a stigma, and they didn't call the Xbox console the Windows gaming machine, did they?
No.
And I feel that this is almost like the Xbox in that it's completely different to the Windows experience. So we'll talk about this in future weeks as well. But that's just an introduction to Windows Phone 7.
Choice.
Cool.
Very nice.
What's going on the iPhone, iPod, Tom?
Well, I've got a cool app which I found this week called the Chainer, or the Channer. I don't know how you pronounce it. Probably the Channer. It's an application. It's called TV Goes Social. Now, the idea of this is a whole load of TV channels around the world, preferably Europe, which I found, and it's literally everything, all different genres: music, TV, news, film, sports. And you can stream it live over the internet. Oh, cool.
So in past weeks, you've talked about Justin TV and Ustream.
Yeah.
Is this different in that it's not really user-based content, it's actual TV channels?
Precisely, yeah. This is actually from the TV network straight onto in one application. It's all in one place too, rather than having to search for certain things. You can set these channels as your favourites, so you can have a whole list of things you like, depending on what it is. Now, the one I've got 3 news on here when it logs in. It's taking its time. So it's got 3 news, and it links straight to the 3 News website and has the headline bulletin.
Nice.
So you can see what the news were, and also what it has a, which is just loading up now, it has a link to the TV1 weather as well. So
you can just watch those parts of the show,
and it'll be the latest updates.
Because that's not easy to browse on. Oh, what's that?
This is the 3 News headlines. So.
Oh, there you go. So that's last night's headlines.
Yeah, there's the headlines from 27th.
So that's quite cool because it's not that easy to actually browse to the 3 News or TVNZ website on your phone and pull up the, maybe it doesn't support Flash and all these other problems, Windows Media.
It's
so
all
this
built in
just
one.
does it for you.
Yeah, and the thing I like about it is that you can have a whole selection of your channels you like. There's probably about 100 channels on here, and you can just choose the ones you like and have them set to your favourites, and you can just flick between them.
Cool.
Which is cool. So I like what you were saying the other day. Say you just got off the plane and you want to have the latest weather, rather than going to your weather kind of application, you actually watch the weather forecast on your iPod.
Yeah.
So it's loading that again.
You can't stop Mike McRoberts once he's going.
He's going.
It's all go.
This is the weather one. We got loads.
So the TV one, that's something, and you can't get that experience with like a weather widget or anything like that, can you? You can't get that full.
So here's the weather one. Yeah, so you get the full weather bulletin and update, and it gives you obviously the.
You can kind of rate it as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, you can comment, you can link this to Twitter and Facebook, so you can share opinions with friends and other groups.
Is it going to be fine?
No, heavy rain warning. So let's just stop that.
Every time you come in, Tom, a rain warning somewhere.
And another one, it's also got sport, which I like. I like watching lots of live sports. So it streams to Eurosport in Russia, I found.
Cool. So that's called?
That's called the Chana, or the Chana. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
The Chana.
Yeah, but if you search for CHANNER.
It's on the iPhone.
And it's free as well.
iPod, it's free.
Yeah.
We had a look at Windows Phone 7, and Alistair had what?
What the F should I make for dinner?
And that has been another episode of Get Smart. If you've got some applications you want us to try out, then feel free to email us at studio@qfm.co.nz. Tom and Alistair, we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Cheers.